It's about 5:30 my time, okay? I've been waiting for this One Piece episode ever since I woke up in the morning, and it's one of those episodes that I haven't seen yet, and I already know it's gonna be great. So to celebrate, have to start. So it's just foam. Shit. I think I need another one. For Sabo. Did you guys see those opening additional added scenes that we got in the opening? With Hack, Koala, and Sabo, and Pika, and Treble, and Sugar, and all those? Oh man, that got me so hyped up. Sabo appears in this episode, my man Sabo, and he is the best character of the show, okay? By an avalanche, by a landslide, by leaps and bounds. Best character of this entire show, even though he's only been in it for like 2% of this entire series. If it weren't for Sabo, Zoro, Usopp, Law, and Doflamingo, this arc would be straight up ass cheeks. I have to tell you the truth, man. Listen, no spoilers, but in this arc, Sabo's gonna get into a fight with a pretty overpowered dude. But guess what? Sabo don't give a fuck. He actually finishes his fight, okay, and he takes his little boat over to Shanks' island, and he pees on Shanks' porch. And then Shanks comes out of his house. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you peeing in my porch? You know what Sabo does? He bitch slaps Shanks and walks away. Unscratched. Did you see how he casually pushed Bartolomeo out of the way? Bartolomeo frickin' broke a wall or some shit. He slammed himself into some crates and shit. Sabo is the most overpowered character in this entire show. He went over to One Piece. He found the One Piece and got bored with it and threw it in the ocean because he just didn't give a fuck. So he came back to fuck around with Luffy. All I'm gonna say is it's a good thing that Roger did not live during Sabo's time. Because if that were the case, Sabo would fuck him up. Bartolomeo was skipping, following Sabo out of the Coliseum. That is his special type of hockey. That is called the color of the skipping man hockey, and it makes everybody around you skip in joy because you're so badass. He made Luffy cry. You know how many characters in the One Piece verse have been able to make Luffy cry? And by the way, Bellamy was looking mad retarded in this episode. It was really awkward, very, I felt bad watching him. Dellinger was just beating the shit out of him. He was able to dodge his springs using observation hockey. Dellinger, not Bellamy. So he was looking really bad. He was about to die if it weren't for Bartolomeo. But then Sabo comes in, and just by having Sabo come in, Bellamy just gained 1,000 character development points. You cannot be in the same room with Sabo and not be a better person or a better character. It's like his aura just shines onto you and you absorb it, and automatically, just by having him there, you are a better person. This tournament just turned into a joke because Sabo's now in it as Lucy, or in this case, Luffy, right? So he's taking his place. Listen, Diamante should just call off the entire thing, bend over, it's over, man, it's over. We know that Tontadas have like this sense of admiration for Usopp. They're just incredibly gullible, and they're like, oh yes, Usopp, Uso land, you are our greatest hero. Well, when they meet Sabo, the amount of epicness that their little brain is going to be trying to register is going to be too much. They're going to explode like popcorn. I don't know how I would have reacted if I had heard Naruto's voice come out of Sabo. Date mayo, Sasuke! I mean, Luffy. That reunion required respect. And I personally didn't want to sit through it or watch it if I was going to feel like Sabo had eaten Naruto. And this was a great episode, and the only reason I'm like this right now is because I remember when this chapter came out in the manga, came out last year. Last year, 2014, was one of the worst years of my existence, okay? It was fucking horrible. And I thought, like, oh shit, like, it's a shitty year, and it was going to have a shitty ending. And I think this chapter came out in November. And this one chapter just made my entire year. I shit you not. I was so happy. It was incredible. After reading that chapter, I was like, well, shit, maybe there is a God after all that kind of likes me. I don't know. Anyway, best character of the show, No argument there. You know what the One Piece is going to be, right? So once Luffy and his friends get to that final island and they open up the treasure chest that has One Piece in it, it's going to be the entire series of One Piece, okay, but written from Sabo's perspective. Sabo, he wrote that story, okay, and he knew that one day the world would be fighting for it. Like, there would be absolute chaos for trying to find this story that he wrote, because Sabo's writing skills are on some OP level type shit. Animation was good, the music was just on point, voice acting, props to Luffy's voice actress. And look, see, I even have a Z for Sabo. Lots of feels, okay, which is why I kind of, I needed to get a little tipsy to deal with the feels, because God knows this chapter, man. Thank you so much for watching. Don't follow my example. I am not promoting alcoholism. Like the video if you did. Subscribe to see me sober in other videos. And I don't understand why Sabo is not the main character of the series. It's like he even has a girlfriend. Luffy doesn't have a girlfriend. What's up with that?